Firstly, if you don't have a blanket on at this time, you're not a human, okay? It's really cold. Anyway, guys, hi. Hope you're doing absolutely great. My name is Jules, and welcome to my channel, Working Out. Yo, this one is gonna be interesting. A lot of people just have it twisted, okay? They really do not even know, nah, the amount of work that Herbalife distributors have to go through to get from point A to B, but also they have no clue what it actually entails. But before I get started, please remember to like, share, and subscribe because what I'm about to share, most people don't want to talk about it because they just I don't know. I'm not them, but if you want to know more, then you gotta. But I'm gonna be talking about the good reviews of Herbalife and being a Herbalife distributor. But then I'm also going to be sharing why I left. Now, those two things are opposing topics because it's like, if it's so good, then why did you leave? You know, that's probably most of the questions that you guys have for me here. But everything is a personal choice, right? If a system is created and a system has been perfected in a way that really works, not only for one person, but for people after that person, then you have a solid idea and a solid working system. Facts. That means that the reason I left was obviously a personal reason and it had nothing to do with the company itself. Let me start with why. Okay. Oh, when did I start becoming a Herbalife distributor? Or when was I? Because it's a past tense that we're talking about. That was last year, guys. Actually, it started in 2021, December, November, December. That's when I actually started taking it more serious, not just as a consumer, but as somebody that will also be selling the product, right? That's when I started. And why did I start? I started it because, I mean, I got amazing results for myself. I don't care what anybody says. I know the haters. I know you very well. You're probably watching as well. I hope you brush your teeth before you're hating. But anyway, I did. um, it really did help me get good results. How? When I started my fitness journey, I didn't really see much progress because I didn't have a solid plan. I didn't have guidance. I was in a small community nyana of women that were also looking to do the same thing. And it was hosted by a friend that I had, right? So that was the first time I actually decided, let me take it a little bit more serious. Nah. And this was besides the dancing history and why I started this brand called Working Out, right? So I got amazing results, but I didn't get the results that I wanted still. I mean, you know, us humans, we want to kill ourselves for perfection, and I don't think it necessarily exists, right? But I was looking for better results nonetheless. I decided, okay, let me take these products more serious and let me take the guidance more serious as well. And I got even greater results. And long story short, I was like, you know what, if I could do this in like 30 days, in then how could I get someone else to a place where they're also happy that they're getting results like that, right? Um, so that's when I started thinking to myself, okay, let me look into the business side of things. That's not only the reason I decided to look at the business side of things. Mind you, I was already working, right? I was working a full-time job, literally 9 to 5, guys. Um, and I decided to quit it. I quit the job, took the remaining money I had. I was still creating art. I'm an artist, for those of you guys who don't know. And art is my career. I didn't just wake up and decide I'm gonna draw or do all these things, guys. Like everything had a process, and everything had progress, right? So I was using my art money to supplement for like any losses that I was making, because honestly, even till this day, my art still makes me the most money. But I thought, okay, let me train people because I really want them to get great results. But at the same time, it would not hurt making a few coins on the side. So So I decided, okay, let me take this serious, become a distributor. I started attending Herbalife events. I would literally, not just the convention one, the one where there's huge amounts of people going to one event or gathering, but I would even go to things like Westcliff Stairs, do workouts there. There were other also group activities, and which is one of the things that I really loved and I still love about Herbalife. But that's why, right? Um, those are the reasons why. So for the reason of helping people and for the reason of making extra money. And then how I signed up, you can sign up online. Literally, it's easy. One of the things I really love about it, so yes, we started with the good reviews, okay? I love the fact that it's a seamless system, right? From the minute you start engaging with your potential customer to the minute you decide that, okay, or when they decide that they want to sign up, right? And after signing up, the whole process is very smooth. And that's what I realized I did need, in my own fitness business was a process, right? A process of approaching people, a process of understanding what the people I was approaching's needs were, and then the process of solving or resolving or aiding those people with their needs. And literally, I didn't just use, oh, this light, Mara, guys, I think it's the switching. Didn't just use I didn't just use my own discretion. I also used studies that people had. I used the systems that they created, right? That's what I mean by studies that people had. This was not just an overnight company. People put in processes, steps, professional outlook, everything, professional knowledge. These products were designed by professionals, so for me, it still baffles me when people think that it's like overnight, or that yeah, ropa, like don't drink Herbalife because yeah, ropa, like it doesn't give you results. I'm just like, what are people talking about? that's where that's literally where I was at. Like, what are people talking about? But I'll get into um I'll get into some of the things I saw that I didn't like, nah, which contributed to not even why I left, but just contributed to the fact that I knew that I needed to know the products that I was selling, to not only know them, but to use whatever products that I said I was selling, to use those products to see for myself what results, yeah. And then also to do further research. So this is a very legit brand, right? I just always say to people, like, instead of just hating, either try the product or just try something else then. You know what I mean? I would literally go to different malls to sell not the product but to sell my program. And that's another thing that I noticed, that I really liked about Herbalife, that it taught me really good sales skills. I mean, before then, I had already been a sales assistant at a store, and I had also been selling um, products outside of working as a sales assistant. So I already knew what it felt like to knock on people's doors to sell products, to stand behind the counter, which is retail sales assistant, and then this step is what really took things to the next level, which is cold calling, right? And I know it's like, oh, cold calling, it's so annoying, whatever, but I've just come to appreciate it, even though I also don't necessarily like getting those kind of calls, especially in the morning and stuff. You're like, oh, why are you calling me about an account that I don't even have? Like, I've never even signed up for that. But I always think to myself, shoot, I was once there. Like, I was really once there where people shut me down, they close their doors in front of my eyes, or in retail they ignore you and then they call you like, can I have your help? Can I use your help? So I always had the assumption or knew that even though doors would get closed in my face, whether on the call or in real life, that there will always be another door that will open. So it taught me resilience. It taught me how to not only just sell, but to sell with actual knowledge, and to sell something that you love is and that you have a passion for and that you have knowledge of is better than selling because you're selling for money's sake. Why do I say that? Now, guys, I think we might be leaning into some of the bad things that I really don't like that I saw, and maybe that's why people have a weird perception about this brand, right? Wow, a lot of people, and I don't know who they are anymore, and I don't know who they are right now either. But a lot of people out there, in and out of this company, will sell you things that they don't know about at all. They've never tried it. They've never even had a testimonial from a friend, family member, nada, nothing at all. And what's funny to me? People still buy those kinds of products. It's your own thing. Do your own thing, guys. Nah. But it just really baffles me that people have a big problem with distributors from Herbalife, but they don't have a problem with distributors from other companies. People that are not even representing the brand well, like, you're not training, you're not showing any discipline, you're not showing any knowledge, yet you want to sell people products. Those are some of the things I really didn't like when I actually got into selling. I started noticing that the feedback that I was getting from customers was that, you're trying to sell me that thing, you're trying to sell me that shake, the one that they say will make you lose weight. It doesn't do that. And I'd have to explain, like, no, I never said that, this one product is just going to help you lose weight. It doesn't work like that. I'm selling a system, I'm selling you a program that has nutritional information, right? And nutritional information that has been proven. I highly doubt that a brand that has been around for that long, guys, honestly, would not have done its research, would not have had testimonials. So, literally, I did not only use other people's testimonials, I used myself because I used the products, and I used the people that I was helping that also use the products. I was using them as testimonials. And that's how I was able to explain to people that, look, it's not what you think. You can't just take pills and expect things to just happen. You have to put in the effort. You have to decide that, okay, this is what I'm putting in my mouth, right? This is the reason I'm eating this. So I loved that about the brand. Like, it really did tell you, I know I'm touching on bad and good, but it really did tell you and teach you about the nutritional value of not only their products, but of food in general. And a lot of people don't know that, and they kind of missed out on so much knowledge because they're just looking at the products, and maybe they've been sold so many lies and dreams. But if you're going into something like this, any sales, do your own research and make yourself the study. You can't expect, especially with health products, you can't expect people to just be comfortable and okay with taking a specific product, even if they've never heard of it, or if they've heard of it. You've got to come from a place of trial and error yourself and better knowledge. So those are just one of the things that I didn't like. Another thing, and that's not why I left, right? But that's just one of the things I didn't like. Um, I think now we can get into why I left, right? Okay, the reason I left is because of financial reasons. I know that's very bizarre because it's like, how this chick just said that, like, this lady just said that, um, she was a distributor, obviously to help other people get results, but to also make some extra income. So, how is it that she left because of financial reasons, right? That's because in life, guys, as much as you want to do everything, you can't, right? And by that I mean, as humans, we can only process something, a certain type of information, and to give back a certain type of information one step at a time. Literally. Because the minute you focus on one thing, you don't have any focus on another thing. And that's normal. It just means that whatever you do decide to focus on, make sure that it's the best that you can do, or you can create the greatest results from focusing on that one thing, depending on what it is. And for me, that one thing was art, right? Fitness was amazing. It still is amazing. If you guys don't know, right now I'm already running a free trial for a new program that I'm working on with a bunch of ladies. But guys, literally, art is what brings the bread. It brings the bread home. That's because I've been an artist for longer. Um, Unbeknownst to me, I had planted seeds in this career more than I had in fitness, and which is obviously a given. I mean, I literally only started trading people, like I said, in 2021 December. My first client was a friend that I knew of that wanted help, and from there on, I just trained people last year, and it made some money. Herbalife also did pay me out. Like, I can't even lie about that. I mean, I'm not a millionaire, but it paid me like a couple of hundreds that really did help me with groceries. I can't lie about that. It helped me with groceries. It helped me with gas to get to certain events, or if I wanted to go do marketing at a certain area, it helped me get from point A to B. So literally, the money was going back into making more money. And that's how business is, guys. I don't understand why, when you decide to be a Herbalife distributor, everybody's like, yeah, you're going to fail. Or, yeah, you're not going to make that much money. Guys, it's honestly up to you how much you want to make. Like I said, they wouldn't have designed a system that is working for many people. I mean, I can't attest to what people do on the side to make money, and maybe they're using Herbalife as a front. I don't know that at all. But I never once said that Herbalife is making me a millionaire. I never once pretended like I'm making thousands of rands. I was selling the fact that we are in a community, and this is the movement that I have, that I want. And if I happen to make money on the side, then that's great. How do we make that more of a likelihood, right? But things take time, guys. Things take time. And I was put in a position where I had to decide, like, okay, am I gonna really focus on this and lose more to gain, or am I gonna focus on something that that won't make me lose so much, right? Everything is a give and take, so I had to weigh out those options, and I'm like, you know what? With my art, I can make money. Like, it's much easier because it's a skill that I've perfected, and I was already in the business of selling art. So I was like, you know what, there's these certain avenues that I can do to make art, and maybe I should focus more on that and then start the fitness thing up again. But that's literally the decisions that I made. I just find it really funny that people hope that you fail, or that people always see the worst in so many things and never see like anything positive. One thing I can say is, if you're going to get into anything at all, literally anything that has to do with making money and an honest living, just know that it takes time. Know that there's a reason that you're there. Let's say you're not making the money that you want in the beginning, then find a reason for being there. Like, don't just make it about money. Otherwise, you'll never find purpose. Nothing happens in vain. Nothing happens by accident. I honestly feel like I've learned so much that has actually helped my art business as well. I've learned about what it actually means to be in a community. I've learned about how to actually help people and help them in a more better way and in a systematic way. I've learned that, I've got to lead by example. instead of just taking the product as is. And I've also learned that if you want to get started in sales, the best place to start is with selling someone else's product. So that's one thing I really love. Like as a salesperson, I've always sold other people's products and services, and I've learned so much. But I really, really did learn a lot more with just being a part of the Herbalife community. And I really want to thank every single person, my sponsor. I really want to thank him for, I don't want to say betting on me, but for believing in me, for encouraging me, for giving me certain guidance and giving me a certain outlook of how I should look at things in general. So I just want to thank the whole brand in general for creating systems like that, because wow, it's incredible. It's incredible, guys. And for those of you guys who are haters, I can't stop you guys for hating. I mean, there's so many people that hate on even people selling courses, like, courses to learn things. So I'm just like, if people hate on course sellers, then like they're gonna hate on me being at markets, art markets. They're gonna hate on every single thing, and people are always betting on your losses. But it's up to you how far you want to take things. That's the reason why I'm not a distributor right now. I don't know if I want to go back. I really don't know if I want to go back. I know that it takes a lot, and I'm still putting in a lot of work into the things that I actually want to focus on right now. But I really respect all salespeople. It's not easy. Keep pushing. Don't think you're in the wrong position. You are in the best position because you are constantly being thrown out of your comfort zone, and it's just not easy. It's not easy, especially selling digital products. I just don't know how people do it. It's not easy. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was informative. I hope that I was able to gather some clarity in terms of my own personal reasons for why I stopped and started certain things again. But yeah, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to this channel, guys. I'll be sharing more information like this, just my honest opinions and the ish and the things that I've been through. But anyway, have a great day, guys. Remember that here at Working Out, we sweat, step, and yeah, whatever. Today I was talking about something else. Peace.